'Cause you got stuck in my mind, stuck in my mind, stuck in my mind. I thought I'd give.
Okay, so I'll show you exactly what happens when you do what's called a gradient mesh over the top of this photo to increase the exposure of the photo. But I'm going to increase the exposure of this particular photo selectively. So I'm going to come up here and hit this little button right here that tells it that I'm going to add a new mask. I want to make sure that this is a linear gradient mask, so I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to drag my mouse from one corner of the photo where it's the darkest. You can see up here in the upper right or the upper left corner that it's the darkest right there. And I'm going to click and do this. You'll see it puts this red overlay on top of the photo. What that is telling you is that that is where it's going to apply the changes that we're going to make over here on the right hand side. So over here on the right hand side, now I can selectively make adjustments to this photo. So if I wanted to increase the exposure, which just means to let more light into the photo, I'm going to click and drag that slider up, and you can already see, oh my gosh, his face looks so much brighter now because I've done this small adjustment. Then you can do more creative things because you can come down here and you can change like different color settings of that particular section of the photo. So if I wanted to really like oversaturate his face, I could do that. If I wanted to make sure that there's way more clarity in his face, which normally you don't do in portrait photography, because like watch how this looks. And this makes him look super, super intense. And normally in portrait photography, you want your photo to look somewhat soft because you're trying to make yourself look approachable. But anyway, so I will bring that back down. And all I do to get it back to its original setting is I can click over here the name, like I jacked this up just a minute ago and left it alone. And then now I'm going to come over here and double click it to get it back to its original setting. And that is how I can do that. But then you can increase the whites and the blacks in the photo. So what happens if you increase the blacks in any particular photo is it gets more depth to the photo. You can just see a lot more details and things like that. Now, increasing the whites also does that, especially in landscape photography. If I were taking a photo perhaps of like a desert scene and there was like a way far away tree or something like that that didn't get enough light, I would come in here and increase the whites, and that would really help that photo pop a little bit more. But now I'm pretty happy with this result. I think it looks really nice. So I'm going to go out of it. I think we're good. So this is how I would make small minor adjustments to enhance the lighting of one particular photo using Lightroom. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you in class.
'Cause you got stuck in my mind, stuck in my mind, stuck in my mind. I thought I'd give.